Hello, everybody, and welcome back. Oops. How the flip is everybody doing today? Oops, I forgot to change my name. There we go. What is up, Scream Time Horror? How are you guys doing? Trying to get some shares out here real quick. Maybe. This thing don't like to cooperate with me sometimes. That's good. That's good. All right. I'll just do this. Share. That's good. I'm glad you're doing better. All right. Should be ready to get going now. Hasn't been that eventful this week for announcements. A new month, but there I have picked up a couple other shows that are going on that have just come out. But mainly everything right now is Christmas shows, like carolers and stuff like that. So that does not fit into my realm of announcements and of events and or happenings in my area. Unfortunately. But anyway, how is everyone's week going so far? It is Thursday. It is almost over. About time to hit the weekend. Should be a blast for everybody. Stay safe no matter what you do. If you're going to drink, always have a designated driver or remain where you are drinking at. That's always a good thing because I know a lot of people have bonfires and shit right now, and a lot of happenings at bonfires involves drinking. So pitch a tent or something. Just make sure you're safe. All right. I am going to get some music going.
Some of the movies, some of the violence in the movies are becoming almost today. The stuff that they would show in X-rated adult theaters are using this stuff.
This is by one of a fellow that I've done multiple shows with. We was label mates at one point. His name is Big Brutal. He does very, very talented guy. He does many, many different things. So let's see. I'm gonna move that out the way. Okay, so the first announcement that I'm going to start off with is kind of a long one, but that's a good thing. It's definitely a good thing. November 22nd, 648 College Street in South Bend, HPW from South Bend. They are hosting a wrestling match. It is at 6 o'clock. There's no bell time listed, so maybe be there about 5:30 just in case so you get a good seat. I always want to have a good seat with those things. The first match is going to be Theo Storm in a no-holds-barred match for the Lion Den champ against a mystery opponent. That's not a gimmick. That is an actual, it's a mystery opponent. No one, it's not known who he's going to be wrestling. So, the no-holds-barred for a championship is going on. So that's always a good thing. The second match that they have going on will be a fatal four-way for the HPW Intensity Championship. Yeah. Anyway, it's a fatal four-way match. And it is for the championship. The champ, Isaiah Moore, the fellow that holds it now, will be putting it on the line against a fellow named Stark, a fellow named Rick Vital, and a fellow named Jason Page. So that's another one that is on the line, another belt that is on the line. So I'm excited to see what happens there. The third match is a full Carnage Mayhem match, and it is for the Carnage Championship Tournament. Now, this is a total separate thing from the belts. This is a tournament, and there's a couple different tournaments for different things. This one is for the Carnage Championship. The first match in that will be Jaden Quick versus Aiden Way. Jaden Quick versus Aiden Way. That will be one of the matches in the tournament. I do have a couple other ones going on. These are, I think, in order of how it's going to go when it comes to bell time. So I'm trying to stay in line with that instead of like, oh, well, I'll just announce all the tournaments at once. I'll just stay in line. The fourth match is going to be an honored tag turmoil. It will be Kappa Tappa Kega versus Country Air. Now, where I'm from, Country Air isn't necessarily a good thing. Kappa Tappa Kega, that's just fucking awesome. I can't even say it's not. So, number 5 is a Falls Count Anywhere. This is another one of those Carnage Championship matches, and it will be Dre Jacobs against the Celtic Nightmare Adam O'Keefe. That is another one of the matches in this tournament. Number 6 is the first round of the Honored Tag Team Turmoil. It will be Modern Day Sharpshooter versus Dogs of War 2.0. Number 7. It's just a singles match, so it's going to be Cody Love versus Kip Rude. And number 8 will be a special performance by Bigo Rojo. The general admission is $10. Kids 12 and under is $5. So if you want to get your tickets for that, you're in the South Bend area, go ahead and shoot over to, we'll flip back over here, 648 College Street in South Bend, Indiana. That is where you'll be able to get your tickets, and you will probably be able to pay at the door, I'm sure. So that's an event that if you are going to be in Elkhart or South Bend, Indiana area and you want to attend, I highly recommend attending. Here at Hellfire Radio, we have sponsors, and they are awesome sponsors. They're very in tune with us. They like how we do things here at Hellfire Radio, hence why they're our sponsors. And those sponsors are Evil Expo Festival. Now, if you go to Facebook and you put in Evil Expo, it will take you right to their page, and you can look through there. But it's in February. It's a festival every February in New Jersey. So, I highly recommend checking out their Facebook page, shooting them a like, and staying up to date with the events that are going on and the announcements that they make. Number 2, Villain Arts Tattoo. It is in Omaha, Nebraska. So if you're in the Omaha, Nebraska area and you want to stop out and get a tattoo and have a good quality tattoo, go ahead and stop over at Villain Arts Tattoo and they will set you up with that. One of the guys here at Hellfire Radio has tattoos and they look really, really good. They're very, very colorful. The ink stays really, really well. So I highly recommend Villain Arts Tattoo in Omaha, Nebraska. So now that Halloween is over and we are approaching Thanksgiving Day, does anybody else other than me think it's too soon to put out Christmas decorations yet? There's some people in my area that leave their Christmas decorations up all year long. It's kind of bad. But hey, to each their own. Everyone does their own thing. It's just my personal opinion. I don't think Christmas decorations should be put up until like after Thanksgiving. That's just my personal opinion. November 13th at the Muse on Main, 1332 West Main Street in Fort Wayne, Indiana. It is going to be an all-ages event with a $10 cover, or it's $8 in events, and the tickets are available at themuseonmain.com. The bands will be Bhopal Assault. This is actually going to be their last show for the year, so I highly recommend going out there and checking them out. They are a very, very good band. Awesome guys. I know that one of them personally. Very talented guys. So if you're in the Fort Wayne area, stop by the Muse on Main and check this show out. The second band is going to be Burden the Bear. The third is Sleep Tight, and the fourth is Distasteful. So if you're into metal music and you're in the Fort Wayne area, stop by the Muse on Main at 1332 West Main Street and check out this show. I'm sure there's going to be a good time, and I'm sure since it's the last show of Bhopal Assault for this year, it's going to be a fucking amazing show because they always do it big. So I highly suggest checking them out. Yes, it is way too soon, isn't it? I highly agree. Here's Hellfire Radio, our CEO, Scoops and Mischief, and Diego. They have been on tour with Saliva and Ellison. They've been posting pictures and videos and other stuff, but you have to like the page in order to see this stuff. So if you don't like the Hellfire page on Facebook, Instagram, Twitch, or like Hellfire on Live 365, or even have Live 365, download that app and check out our podcast. But in order to actually see the pictures, you have to like the page. And also, upon liking the pages, you will find that they are doing a giveaway too. It is a trivia question giveaway, so they will be asking questions, and the person that wins gets a special prize. I don't know. The only person that knows what is in the prize boxes are the person that makes the prize boxes. So you could get anything. I guess you could get a shirt. You could get, I don't know, honestly. They won't say anything, so I can't relay any information on what is in the prize boxes. I can just say that there's prize boxes, and all you got to do is answer a trivia question to win one. This band right here, I've been fighting tooth and nail to get an interview with the singer of this band. It is called Conclusion of the Age. So if you haven't checked them out on YouTube or don't know who they are, I suggest you go over to YouTube and check out conclusion of an age and subscribe. And speaking of subscribing, since you're right here on YouTube, go ahead and subscribe to Hellfire's page. And I'm sure it says in a big red box down there, subscribe. You just click on it and bam, done. There's a fellow in my area. His name is Jay D-Day Hardaway. He has a Facebook page called J-Day. He does decals, video editing, stuff like that. So if you go over to Hellfire J-Day on Facebook, it'll give you a list of the stuff, or I'm sure if you don't see something, you can ask him about it. And if he can't do it, I'm sure he can guide you in the right direction. But I'm pretty sure he's a very talented guy, so he knows how to do multiple things. So he is a businessman, so there will be a price on it. So go expecting that. He's a very good guy. He does quality work. So if his price, you're paying for what you get. I highly suggest checking him out. See what he can do for you. It is J-Day on Facebook. This is also the conclusion of an age. Yeah. At Hellfire Radio, we have different shows for everybody, because not everybody likes to hear radio shows like mine. So they have other stuff like Friday with Justice. She does movie reviews. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, we have the Killing Wall with the Rant Commander. Then on Friday, we have Into the Shadows with Baron Voltage. We have Paranormal Talk with Azazel. We have Craft Beer Corner, where the Hellfire staff, a couple of us get together, get different beers, and we try them and review them and whatever. Then we have another drinking show with Two Beer Tom. Then we have music reviews with She Headbangs. Then we have 5th and 28, which is football talk with Diego and Scoops. Then we have Scoops and Mischief, Friday Fuckery. Then we have Shit Show Theater with Scoops and Mischief. Then there is Asylum Morning Show with Novella and Diego. There's a lot of shows here at Hellfire Radio, so it's not just one thing of someone playing music and announcing stuff. There's so many other shows here at Hellfire Radio, but you wouldn't know if you don't like the page. So go over to Hellfire Radio on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitch. And if you don't have Live 365 to hear podcasts, download Live 365 and check out Hellfire's podcast. With that being said, Friday, November 13th at Carl's Tavern in New Haven, Indiana, Missing Parks Productions is bringing Mobile Death Camp. It is a 21 and up show, a $10 cover. The doors are at 9. Now, along with Mobile Death Camp, there are going to be other bands such as Black Death, Blood of Heroes, Pharaohhound, and Fist of Face that you will be able to enjoy. It is a metal show. It is probably going to be mosh pits and stuff like that. So if you're into that type of stuff, you're in the New Haven, Fort Wayne area, stop on over at Carl's and check out this show. Now, I do have other shows coming up at Carl's too that I will be announcing, just to give you a heads up. But Saturday, November 14th at Carl's, they are having their 15th annual bash, celebrating 15 years of business. There's a reason why they've been in business for 15 years. It's because they're awesome people and they know how to run their business. They have helped several people that I know as far as music get their foot in the door by starting in their venue. I happen to be one of them. They've had some big name shows come through there, big name artists. So it has definitely been an awesome time seeing how much they've advanced since I've done shows at Carl's, which has only been like 6-7 years ago is when I started doing shows at Carl's. But they've made a lot of advancements since then. So with all the other holidays coming up, I have a question for everybody. When you have your Thanksgiving dinner, do you make turkey or ham, or do you make both? I make both. I have made both, but typically I make ham. I don't mind it though. Turkey makes me tired. Makes me really tired. I have a few more shows coming up that I am going to announce. And then I might get into a segment of my show that I call A Touch Off Topic. So I have a few show announcements to think of a topic. I'm going to have to get a date on that one. I believe it was November 13th. I will definitely get an exact date on that one, though. At 110 Lincoln Way East in Mishawaka, Michiana's Mental Maiden Birthday Bash. The doors are at 8. The show is at 9:30. It's a 21 and up show. So it's $8 cover. It's going to be another metal show. So probably with the same, going to be mosh pits, stuff like that. So if you don't want to catch an elbow or get punched or anything like that, I would stay out of the mosh pit. But I would still attend because it's going to be a good show. The bands are going to be Deaf Ear, Half Dead with Eskimo, and Soft Suicide. The Contender is making this is a debut show for them, so this is like going to be an awesome show, I believe. I love it when new bands come out because they always give 100%. Then another band, Filth Spewer. Now the singer from Filth Spewer was actually in another band called Dirt Nap Dogma, and she is an awesome female vocalist. She does the growls, the screams, she goes all out. She knows what she's doing when it comes to music. So I give her props for that. November 28th. Quiet Giant Productions brings Wrath and Friends to Carl's Tavern in New Haven, Indiana, located at 433 Broadway Street in New Haven, Indiana. It is a $7 cover charge, and you have to be 21 and up to get into the venue, which that's pretty standard. So just remember, have a valid ID and don't try to sneak no one in underage because they won't let it happen. The bands are Cremated Souls, Filth Spewer once again, and Voice of Silence. Another good show to check out. Carl's Tavern's always like, I love doing shows at Carl's Tavern. It's a very, very good atmosphere. They're very, very good to their people. They just have, it's just a homey atmosphere. So I love going to Carl's Tavern and doing shows there. This Saturday, also, I told you I had a couple more at Carl's Tavern at 433 Broadway Street in New Haven, Indiana. The Lords of Chaos. Now, I've done shows with the Lords of Chaos. They are a very, very, very strong group. They, like, mainly are rap about political injustice and shit like that. So they have a style and they fucking make it work. The show is called mostly peaceful protest. It is at Carl's Tavern. The show starts at 10 o'clock. It's a $5 cover. You must be 21 and up to enter. The bands are included Killa Factor with guest Fat Guy, Shock Someone, and Lords of Chaos. If you go to Lords of Chaos on Facebook, scroll through there. They're an awesome group. It's just amazing to watch what they do and the reactions that they get out of their crowds because they have amazing stage presence. So I love watching their shows. I've loved doing shows with them. They're very energetic. They bring a fucking amazing amount of energy. So I highly suggest checking them out. This song right here, if you flash back to me talking about J-Day over on Facebook that does decals and videos, this is one of the songs that he does. He's also a music production. So he writes, he records, he does all that. So this is an example of his work. I haven't seen the decals yet, which I am probably going to be seeing them soon because I want to place an order for some. Yes. So now comes a point in my show where my notes are out because that is all the announcements that I have in my area that is going on. A lot of stuff is being canceled or postponed. I'm not going to offer an opinion on that one, so I'm just going to move on to the next segment of my show that I like to call a touch-off topic. Now, with this touch-off topic, I'm going to be addressing, as I said earlier, people that put up their decorations way too early. Now, first to start off with, holidays are seasonal. You can't skip one and go right on to the other. What about Thanksgiving? We still I haven't seen hardly shit for Thanksgiving out besides food. Which that's pretty much what Thanksgiving is all about, is food. But people are taking time off of Thanksgiving to decorate for Christmas and shit. That's what I'm saying. Wait till after Thanksgiving. What, a day tops? After Thanksgiving, you can get on the ball and you can get your shit rolling. You got to think of it. Thanksgiving, your family is showing up and you're hanging up Christmas decorations and you know what I mean? And people go extreme with it in my area. They set up fields of blow up things and train things and manger scenes and fucking this over here and that over there and fucking, oh my goodness. It's like, who pays your goddamn electric bill? That shit has to be expensive. You got like 50 million lights in your motherfucking yard. That shit's got to be expensive. They like save all year to pay their fucking light bill in the wintertime or like at Christmas and shit. It's just mind-boggling to me that you can have that many fucking lights and it looks like a landing strip in your fucking yard. Airplanes are probably confused. Helicopters are coming down like, what the fuck is going on here? Okay, we got to back out of here. Oh, man. It's just, to me, it's aggravating. It's completely and utterly pointless to do it. Like, it's like we're a holiday behind or a holiday ahead, if it makes sense. Like, I remember going out to my grandparents' house as a kid during Thanksgiving, which they decorated for Thanksgiving a little bit. They had, the leaves and whatever else going on. They didn't take it too extreme because you can't really go too extreme with Thanksgiving. But they waited until after Thanksgiving to put their Christmas tree up and all their lights outside and all that other shit. It's like one thing at a time. One thing at a time. What's wrong with one thing at a time? Most of the time in the winter, you have a lot of time because, if we get bad snowstorms, everything's closed. I don't know. It just kind of aggravates me that I'm not gonna. This is just my opinion. I'm just gonna make that clear again. It's just my opinion. It's how I feel. Other people can think differently. That's fine. I'm not gonna be like, oh, you're a dick for thinking that. No. Everyone has their own opinion. Everyone has their own ways of doing things. This is just my personal opinion. Like me, I will not put my Christmas tree up or anything like that until after Thanksgiving is done and over with. Which is usually within the first week after Thanksgiving is when we do that at my house. So, anyone else got anything that they would like to add to this? Okay, back on subject. If you noticed at the beginning of my show, I will back out of it here again real quick and show you. So just hang tight. I will be right back. Okay, now those links are for a Kinko t-shirt and a direct PayPal, and there's one more that is not on there, and it is for these orange chicken lollipops from PizazzyPops.com. If you go to the Teesprings and order a shirt, or go to Pizzazzy Pops and order the orange chicken lollipops. They're all melting. Anyway, if you go there and you get the orange chicken lollipops, you will find that all donation, all the proceeds that is made from the t-shirts, the PayPal, which goes directly there anyway, and the Pizzazzy Pops, all the donations and purchases and all that, all the money goes to Kinko. He had unfortunate event happened in his life that almost cost him his life. So we're trying to help him out as much as we possibly can and helping him on his road to recovery. He's still got a little bit to go. He's doing a lot better than what he was. So I look forward to actually being able to see him on lives again. So hopefully that's coming up soon. But like I said, all the donations, all the money made goes to him to help him along his road recovery to get back to work. So it is much appreciated if you go over there to Teesprings or Pizzazzy Pops or that link to the PayPal and make a donation or make a purchase. We greatly appreciate it here at Hellfire Radio. So, I think that since I am out of information for you guys, I am going to cut this show a little bit early. I have to get ready for work still. I got to be to work at 10 o'clock tonight. But hopefully next week I will have way more content that I can be delivering. I had other shows that were going on but have been canceled or postponed. So I got to wait for redates for those. Yeah. So, with that being said, I hope everyone has an awesome weekend. I hope everyone has a safe weekend. I hope everyone is being very, very careful. I have a lot more things that I would like to talk about, but unfortunately, I won't do that on my show. Anybody that knows my show, the 3 things that I will not talk about is religion, race, or politics. So I have been watching some things. I will say that I'm kind of disappointed, but that's all the farther I'll go into it. But I hope everyone has a good week. Everyone has a good weekend. Stay safe. Remember what I said. If you're going to be drinking, have a designated driver or stay where you are at. If you haven't went over to Hellfire Radio on Facebook, Instagram, Twitch, YouTube, and or don't have the Live 365 app to listen to Hellfire podcast, I suggest highly doing so. You are missing out. There's a ton of things going on here at Hellfire Radio, and I don't want you to miss out on them. All the way from free giveaways to, I don't know, maybe new shows, maybe new people, maybe new guests, maybe interviews. Who knows what can happen here at Hellfire Radio. So I highly, highly suggest going over and liking one of those pages, or all of them for that matter. If you go to hellfireradio.com, it will give you a link that looks like this guy right here, where you can find Hellfire Personnel's merch. So there's that too. With that being said, I hope everybody, like I said, I hope everyone has a good weekend, and I will see you back in here on Tuesday, same time, same place. Hope to see you there. Sending positive vibes out to people for a good weekend.